Hey guys, extra special, two lives in one day today. I'm sharing this one with you guys because you're my VIPs, and I thought, why not? Something special in here today. We're having mac and cheese for dinner tonight, so I thought since it's part of the Stay Home collection, I would share it with you. So I'm gonna show you how we zhuzh it up around here. So as it is, straight out of the package, you can mix this seasoning with 2 tablespoons of butter and about half a cup of milk into your cooked macaroni noodles and serve it bingo bango just like that as a side dish, whatever. Quick lunch. It's as easy to throw together as the stuff that comes in a box with some orange things on it. Tonight I'm doing it as a baked mac and cheese. So I'm making a basic roux here. So 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. If you are gluten-free, use your favorite gluten-free flour, however you would make a roux at home. I'm using just organic, unbleached white flour because we are not gluten-free. My noodles aren't gluten-free either. But if you are gluten-free and you need that, make your roux how you would at home. But that's the basics of a roux. Butter and flour. So I usually give it about a minute and a half once you add the flour to the butter to let it bubble. What that does is actually break down the floury flavor, and it sort of helps the butter to brown with the flour so that your cheese sauce doesn't taste like paper, basically. So give it a good swirl around with your whisk as you go. And then once it's nice and bubbly, and I'll show you, it's nice and bubbly there, add your milk. So this is where I'm closing my cupboards. I eyeball it. So it's about 1.5 cups. Pour your milk in. Maybe a little bit more because I am going to use the mac and cheese sauce. So I already have flour in there. There's a bit of thickener in the mac and cheese sauce, so you want a little bit more than 1.5 cups of milk or it's going to end up too thick. So mix that in, and here is another one of my secrets for zhuzhing up. Add the nacho cheese to this stage right here. I usually add a couple of teaspoons. Depends on your preference for spice. The girls don't mind that it's got a little bit of a kick to it. No.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a recorder. We've had ukulele and piano already today. So, a little bit of the nacho cheese mix in there just gives it extra cheesy. And then we're going to throw in the mac and cheese sauce. So, scissors, slice, dump that in. Give it a good stir, and then basically let it combine and thicken. So once the cheese sauce is fully mixed in, I'm just going to let it sit. And while it sits, I'm going to show you a couple of my other secret ingredients for a super creamy, extra delicious baked mac and cheese. All right. My cheese mix is nicely going in there. So, welcome to my mess. All right. So, I started with 3 cups of uncooked pasta. So it cooks up to about 6 cups. We're a family of 6, so we need lots. If you don't need nearly so much, then don't cook so much. The beautiful thing about the mac and cheese mix is that it's good for almost 6 cups of cooked pasta. So 1 pack is good for this dinner, and you get 3 packs if you buy the 3-pack. I think you get 1 mac and cheese in the 30-day stay-at-home collection, 2 in the 60-day, and 3 in the 90-day. But I will double check that one for you. There's at least 1. Some of our meal solutions, there are 2 in the 30-day collection, and then 4 in the 60-day and 6 in the 90-day collection. So I will double check that for you. So here are 2 of my secret tips. With the cooked pasta, stir in about half a cup of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, right into the pasta. And that just adds a little bit of extra protein and a little bit of extra creaminess. So stir that in. Sauce a little stir here. And I also throw in to the pasta before I mix in my cheese sauce a little bit of extra shredded cheese because it's macaroni and cheese. Who doesn't like a little extra cheese? There we go. So stir those two things in right into your pasta before you throw in the cheese sauce, which is happily cooking over here on the burner. La la la. If you wanted, you could throw cream cheese in there instead of the Greek yogurt. I just use the Greek yogurt because it does add a little extra protein. We're going to serve the mac and cheese once it's baked with a nice salad. The girls like Caesar salad with mac and cheese. Sometimes I would do like a balsamic salad. It's really whatever they feel like. But adding the little bit of Greek yogurt just bumps your protein factor if what you're serving as the main is pasta. Okay, that is starting to thicken. So one of the other favorites around here that I will attribute to my mother-in-law is that a nice baked mac and cheese. We're actually going to add sliced tomatoes to the top. And this isn't from Ma, but this is one I love. I love to sprinkle so I'll put the sliced tomatoes on top and then I sprinkle the pizza. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what's going on with my light in here. The pizza seasoning on top of the tomatoes, and then we sprinkle more shredded cheese on top so that it gets bubbly and crispy and delicious on the surface. Some of my people like the tomatoes and some of my people do not. So I do half the top with the tomatoes and then I do the shredded cheese on top across the whole thing. So mostly what we're waiting for here is the cheese sauce to thicken. Thanks for continuing to watch. I'm going to disappear for a moment. Grab some extra cheese. Now, if you wanted, you could throw cooked bacon in here. You could put frozen peas through the noodles as well if you wanted to add extra veg. Because we're serving it with a salad, I don't need to add those in there. I know when my mother-in-law makes her super delicious mac and cheese, she adds green peppers and diced onions right through the noodles. Okay, so this is getting nice and thick. So I'm going to switch off the heat. We're going to stir the nice hot cheese sauce right in there. So then just mix it around till it's nice and creamy. If you are not eating dairy, the mac and cheese is not for you. Even the cheese sauce base does have milk right in it. So if you want a Culinary Nutrition approved non-dairy cheese sauce, send me a message and let me know, because I have some pretty great recipes from my Culinary Nutrition course that use fermented cashew, and they're super awesome. We don't feed them to the oldest child in this house because we don't want to go to the emergency room, but they give you the creamy texture. The cashew milk is really good for that. All right, so you can see that we are nice and gooey here. I'm going to move a little bit closer so that you can see. Nice and cheesy and gooey in there. So now that the cheese sauce is mixed in with our noodles, we are going to level it out here so that it's nice and flat. So the reason that I'm doing it in the multi-purpose steamer, so I use the steamer to cook the pasta in the microwave. The 3 cups of dry pasta with 6 cups of water, and then you cover it. I put it on a plate because there will be a little bit of boil over, and it will get heavy and very hot. And it's about 20 minutes in the microwave to cook your pasta completely. There's no boiling pot, there's no burning to the bottom. Then you drain like you normally would. And I put it back into the steamer. So why I'm putting it back in the steamer? Well, one, then you only have one dirty dish to deal with instead of the pasta boiling pot and then the baking dish and whatever. And because it's the silicone, the cheese that we're going to cover it with will get nice and crispy and crunchy and delicious on the surface. So I'm putting the tomatoes on here because we've got some pals in this house that will like them. Like that. I'm going to sprinkle the pizza seasoning on now. This just gives a little extra depth of flavor to the crispy, crunchy surface. And then we're going to throw on some more shredded cheese. Who's watching out there? Kelly and Shanna. Shanna is a star. Shanna just spent like 2 weeks sewing masks for our frontline workers who are out there every day. Kelly and her boys, we miss you guys so much. Christy, I miss you. Shh, girls. Shh. Girls. Mommy. Girls.
Can we listen?
Mommy is recording a video right now. Welcome to my kitchen. So we're gonna sprinkle on some more shredded cheese. And that's us. I'm gonna throw this into the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes and it will bake up. It will be super creamy, cheesy, and delicious. The stuff on top gets all bubbly and crunchy. And that's it. Serve with your favorite salad to balance your plate so you have the veggies you need. And that's one of our favorites from the Stay Home collection. I thought while I was getting dinner ready, I might as well share it with you guys. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We miss you. Everybody, all of you. We miss people. So thanks for coming into our kitchen with us most days during the week while we're all safe in our own homes. I'm glad that technology makes it possible for you guys to join us here. So enjoy what you're cooking for dinner tonight and feel free to share either in the comments on this thread or start your own post in the group and show us what you're cooking. Because I know everybody's cooking at home right now, so I'd love to see what you are cooking. And maybe something awesome will show up in your mailbox if you share in the group. I like sending happy mail. So thanks for joining us, guys. Have a great night. Bye.